How's it going, ladies and germs? It's Boo from Mile High Distilling. Welcome to the newest video on this channel. Please excuse any noise you may hear during this video. We have a lot of construction work going on. We are planning to open up a distillery pretty soon, if you haven't heard, and you're hearing some construction noise going on. Apologies if we pick up anything. So a few weeks ago on this channel, we made what I call a Frankenstein fermentation, a monster mash, if you will. And if you haven't watched that video, I really do highly implore you to. It's found in this card here. That's going to give you a good idea of everything that went into this fermentation. But essentially, what I did was take a bunch of old, stale, horrible ingredients that was in one of our closets here at Mile High. We have like a storage closet for old projects and different things. And we basically just put it all into a bucket, whatever was in there. We had honey that looked like amber because of how old it was. We had grains that were probably 4 years old and infested with weevils. We had different botanicals that lost most of their flavor probably because they've been sitting there 2 years unopened. Anyways, we wanted to see what it would turn out to. And it was a very interesting experiment. I really do, again, implore you guys to watch that video. But really, it constantly changed, which was so nice. When we first started fermenting the batch, really the grains overtook everything because we used some really potent grains. I mean, toasted malts and smoked specialty malts. It was really overpowering. And I was worried that that would be all I'd get. Now, as time went on, we started getting more flavors there. I think the honey and the agave we put in there sort of, in a way, like spread out how the grains, I don't know fully what I'm saying, but it turned into something where we really, at the end of the day, have like a gin tequila whiskey that we're going to be fermenting or distilling here today. What I have behind me is our Thumper Pro. This is the newest model that we offer here at Mile High Distilling. You're used to the regular Thumper. This one here is going to have a few upgrades. Number one, usually our 8 to 3 gallon Thumper is going to have a 2-inch diameter setup. The Pro is fitted with a 3-inch. So we're going to be looking at pretty fast run times. I'm going to wager we're at 4.5, 5 hours or so for the whole batch. Should be pretty fast. It might even be down from there. And then what you also get with the Pro model is going to be this infusion basket in the middle. Now, we can use this a lot of different ways. This can be used as a double infuser. So let's say we're working with strawberries. We have plenty of room to put strawberries and strawberry juice in our Thumper. But then if you want a little extra kick, this has such good surface area that you're going to get a lot out of this small chamber of that strawberries. Or perhaps you want to use it like I'm going to use it now and incorporate a little something of an ingredient to what you already have. So in our Thumper already is going to be the actual spent grains from this Frankenstein fermentation. And then what we're putting in here is just going to be a little something. What that is, though, you're going to have to stay tuned and find out. I'm going to go ahead and get my heads through, see how this fermentation is going to taste just by itself. I'm going to get a few jars into hearts, get that base flavor, and then we're going to give a little something to this monster to hopefully increase our flavor even more. Let's see what we can create today. This is going to be Frankenstein Fermentation Monster Mash Distilling episode. All right, so 4 shots and a little bit of heads collected in jar number 1. On to jar number 2, which is our heads. Man, very, very unique. We got a few different opinions going around, but we're all tasting chocolate, which is good. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted this chocolate-forward heavy malt to come over, and then I have some surprises in store for that infusion basket, which I think are going to complement that chocolatey flavor well. We'll continue to push along. We're sitting at 172 proof right now. That's pretty impressive for a Thumper. However, I haven't been entirely honest with you guys. One other thing I threw in this Thumper is going to be feints from a past run. It's all neutral spirit, so it's really not going to affect our overall flavor. I really just wanted to get rid of it, and I also didn't want to just leave dry grains in this Thumper. I think it'd probably be okay, but it's just not something I'd ever really do. I always want something liquid in there, and we decided to use some alcohol. So that's definitely affecting our proof, but as far as flavor goes, I think we're getting the honest, unadulterated essence of the Frankenstein fermentation. And right now, I'm pretty impressed. In heads, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to turn out in general. We'll just have to see. If this is how heads are tasting, the hope is It'll continue to get better from there, smoother from there, but only time will tell. So let's pump out this other jar. Maybe be somewhere in our hearts at that point. We'll have to see. And when we get there, we'll keep you guys updated. Run a few jars that way, and then we got a special surprise. So continuing on through, I think we're still in heads, probably a little bit. That chocolate's carrying over very well, but there's a lot more going on, and it's just kind of like a mix, oversaturation almost. So as far as smell goes, I mean, totally unpleasant. Sweaty and almost sour. Really nothing to note that's positive, but tasting, not bad, just a lot. That chocolate definitely carries through on the back end. As far as what else is there, I mean, I wish I can give you guys other notes, but I really can't. It's just a lot of everything. Maybe a tiny bit of citrus from the orange peel we put in there. Perhaps some spice from other botanicals we put in there as well. I think what we need to do is, let's get one more jar out. Let's hopefully get into our hearts from there. And then let's proof it down to 90 and get a better taste of the spirit. Because right now it's so high, it's hard to really bring anything over. Yeah, that's decent, man. It's definitely taking on whiskey notes more than anything else. Remember, this was basically like a gin tequila whiskey that we fermented. But as far as things go, yeah, I definitely taste those whiskey notes more than anything. So now, with a good understanding of what this base spirit is doing, let's go ahead and give this Frankenstein's monster a jolt. We're gonna add some coffee beans because I think it's gonna really complement this chocolate-forward, toasty spirit very well. Let's see what we can do. So we're gonna use a small amount of coffee beans here. We're looking about 2 tablespoons, I'd say, nothing more. And we're gonna see what this does. This is a very powerful ingredient, so a small amount is gonna go a long way. Remember, we can always incorporate more in. We can't take it out once it's there. Let's start small. All right, so as far as the half a jar we made is showing, that wasn't enough coffee. This is a Frankenstein creation. I never planned for this to be good at all. I think I'm just gonna dump the rest of this. I have about that much left. I'm gonna use it all. We're gonna see what comes out. All right, and let's see what that'll do. Should hopefully be coming over soon. It's probably encapsulating a lot of that already. I wanna wait for a nice bubble on there. Holy hell, guys. That is a phenomenal difference. So, we've got 4 different opinions right now. Most of them are saying, keep it where it's at. They think it's pretty good. I've got an awesome blend, as far as I'm concerned, with chocolate and coffee coming through now. I think it's a great blend. Proof down, keep in mind this is at 170 proof. If it's tasting that good now, we're definitely gonna try that. We're gonna go ahead and do a 100 proof of this and see if it evens out perfectly. But man, this has been a phenomenal increase. I love what this bag is doing so far. So we're gonna continue along through the rest of our run. We should maybe be in our tails somewhere soon here. And then again, as you all know from watching this channel, tails are my favorite part. They bring so many different characteristics into the spirit in the first part of those tails, and I'm excited to see what it will do here. So for now, I'm just gonna continue the run as is. Don't really have any more experiments. I would say, as far as this Frankenstein wash has gone, this Frankenstein fermentation, this monster mash has gone, I think it's an overall success. I mean, really, I wasn't planning anything. I threw a bunch of ingredients in a bucket and I said, I have no clue what this will come out like. It'll probably be a mess. However, I really am pretty proud of what we've accomplished here just doing that. With that said, guys, grab your strangest spirit you can. Grab something that fits the occasion, and let's go ahead and take a shot. I want to thank you all so very much for watching. I really love our regulars that comment down below. Anyone new, please go ahead and respond down below. Join the conversations. Ask away any questions you have. Comment away any things you want to let off your mind. Guys, this channel has grown at a pretty impressive pace thanks to you guys. You guys have been so amazing. We're at like almost 8,000 subscribers in like a year and a half, which is just impeccable. And I really appreciate so much everything y'all have done for us. Thank you very much for watching. This shot is for you, okay? Cheers, my boys and girls. Man, I'm actually in love with this. I love my coffee. I love my whiskey. I love my chocolate. This has all three, so I'm happy. So I think now is a perfect time. I got you guys a little loosened up with a shot. If you haven't already, please be sure to like this video and please be sure to subscribe to our channel. We try to pump out content weekly, haven't missed a week yet, fingers crossed, and really we enjoy what we do. So if you're enjoying this video, rest assured there's gonna be more down the line. You're also gonna find all your tips and tricks for distilling. You're gonna find some beginner all the way to novice to professional level distilling tips. So please be sure to subscribe to our channel. We're gonna pump them out every week. While you're at it, if you haven't already, look down below in the description. You're gonna see our Instagram, our Facebook, our TikTok. We're posting some good content there. Go ahead and subscribe to those and follow those if you haven't already. We post sneak peeks into like custom designs we've been working on our Instagram. Our TikTok is pretty much what you see on YouTube, but still, if you could support us, we'd appreciate it. Up to you guys. Anyways, regardless if you subscribe or not, whether you follow or not, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Whoa, hold on there, Passpoo. Shit, you're going way too fast, brother. We missed two things in this video. I wish we caught it at time, but here we are. Look, we didn't talk on two main things. Number one, you might have noticed if you watched our previous video that we had two spare fermentations, small batch, 2-gallon fermentations that we did during that recipe. Now, as far as those recipes go, we did not choose to run those at this run because we have something very important and I can't talk about it and it sucks. I have to say, if you guys can give us a little bit, let our distillery get up and running, we have something very special that we're going to use those batches for. Small batches are key in what we're trying to do, and so I just have to wait. Number two, I never realized how this 100 proof spirit turned out after we added the coffee. Now that we're here about 3 days later, I have everything blended. Everything's as good as it's probably going to get. Let's take a shot, okay? I know it's the second shot of the video, but just tell your wife that I did it to you and just take it with me, okay? Let's have another shot. So guys, this is the blended spirit with a little bit of vanilla vodka added that we made here in-house, as well as just a tiny bit of glycerin to increase that mouthfeel, and I think we've nailed something good. This experiment was a lot of fun. I went in with very low expectations, and what I came out with honestly wasn't bad, and that's probably because my expectations were as low as they could be. I kind of live my life like that. I keep my expectations as low as possible, and then I'm always met with something better. As sad as that sounds, that's how I live my life. So this is the perfect essence of Boo in this glass. Keeping expectations low, and you come out with something, even if it's not amazing, it's still pretty good, okay? That's my life. So guys, cheers with me one more time here. I'm happy with what we did, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. One more cheers before we peace out here, folks. Take care. We'll see you guys next video. Peace.